let's talk about the elephant in the lecture hall. College costs more than ever. Student loans, well, that's hitting the trillions in debt. And yet, a lot of graduates are walking across the stage, getting that diploma in hand and thinking they're going to land a good job. But a lot of these jobs just don't require that diploma that they've got today. So let's go ahead and dive deep into this. I know that lots of people sit up around 2 o'clock in the morning, they're Googling what kind of degrees are actually going to be, worth something in 2026 and aren't so financially dangerous. Wait a second, before anyone panics, this isn't something to tell you that your already college degree or what you really want is worthless, because of course it's not. There's always value, but the job market doesn't always pay. See, they play by different rules. They pay for skills that really solve something expensive, a real problem for that. And clearly some of these just don't connect. They don't get the return on investment. They wanting you shrinks. So financial return on investment for you is hard. So you got to find those pipelines that are going to actually work. But instead, if you love these subjects that you might be wanting to do, well, a degree trends to struggle in 2026 and beyond when it checks these boxes first. Does it lead directly to a declined career path? Second, does the skill and can the skill be taught replaced by AI? And is the job market just shrinking in that field? Also, it's very competitive. Many of these things collide. Often you'll end up unemployed. Maybe in your parents' basement. I'm not really sure. I know, lots of things happen. It happens. But let's look at the categories that are actually raising the most red flags. Degrees like general communications, general psychology, bachelor's level, just kind of a broad liberal study. And often we go, okay, this is flexible. We think that's good maybe. But employers aren't looking for flexible in this market. They're looking for, if you're going into marketing, let's say, or business, digital analytics, marketing, software, those kinds of things, certificates in it, HR, maybe labor law, knowledge of that. If you're going to maybe mental health, even psychology, get licensing for that. So that's kind of like hard at an entry level. These roles are against people that already have targeted specifics, certifications, portfolios, technical skills, and the subject matter is not necessarily the problem, the lack of specialization is. And if someone, like I said, loves psychology, pairing it with data analysis, UX research, or behavioral marketing maybe, it kind of changes everything. Suddenly, that soft degree becomes a strategic weapon, per se. How about arts, music, theater, and performance degrees? Hey, they lead to very fulfilling careers, but financially, they're very high risk paths. Unless combined with maybe business, digital skills, and, that's kind of like the traditional pipeline. If you audition, get the gallery agency has narrowed. Meanwhile, the creator economy exploded. The artist winning today understands branding, social media strategy, content production, and, all these monetization models, which we're all trying to learn still. So this is a startup, you have to be able to do that. They struggle, within stable income if they can't really use that craft and build it with entrepreneurial skills. It's pretty fragile. How about journalism? It's becoming more important than ever, but not the traditional newsroom. That has shrunk. They've pretty much downsized. While us independents grow, graduates train only for the legacy media roles, they often find fewer openings, lower pay, and lots of competition. However, those who combine journalism and multimedia production data, storytelling, video, editing, or some kind of niche subject, an expertise, they're thriving in podcasts, YouTube, newsletters, and branded media. The degree alone is not weaker. The modern skill stack built on top of it is powerful now. These subjects build incredible thinking skills, analysis, writing, augmentation. The big picture and understanding, though, is employers do not automatically know what job that translates into without internships, networking, and parallel skill like law preparation, policy work, UX writing, research, or education. Grads can drift into unrelated roles. The knowledge is rich, The job bridge must be built intentionally. Many students, those criminal justice degrees, how about that? Thinking it leads straight to stable law enforcement or federal careers. In reality, many police departments do not require these specific degrees, and federal roles are highly competitive. Some graduates end up in private security roles that do not really justify 4 years of tuition paired with cybersecurity, maybe digital forensics or advanced legal study. It could become more powerful alone. The ROI can be shaky, so let's, just changing the game. 3 mass forces are relying and shaping the degree value. Artificial intelligence, obviously automating routine writing, design, and analysis tasks. Employers are shifting towards skills-based hiring rather than degree-based hiring. So online certificates and basically boot camps are getting people job ready in months instead of years. This means that focus heavily on theory without technical application are losing ground. Meanwhile, tied to like healthcare, engineering, skilled trades, data and technology, they remain stronger because they solve expensive problems. The degrees gaining value, while some pass, are weakening financially. Others are growing stronger, like, nursing, healthcare, technical, cybersecurity, data science, engineering. Those fields supply chain management and skilled trade. Programs are they're seeing consistent demand. These roles are harder to automate and are tied to real-world infrastructure, health, security. It's not prestige, it's about problem solving. If you already have one of these degrees, if you are watching this and thinking, well, great, that is my degree. Do not panic. A degree is your foundation, not your final form layer. Practical skills on top of it, add certifications, build a portfolio, learn different tools that employers actually use, and work intentionally. Like psychology grad who learns data analysis can work in consumer behavior, and our grad who masters digital marketing can build portfolio brands. A history grad who learns UX, can write in tech. The future belongs to hybrids. That's what I think. That's the real truth. The biggest mistake is not choosing a bad major. The biggest mistake is stopping at the degree and expecting the job market to figure out the rest. College is no longer a vending machine where you insert tuition and receive a career, in more like a toolbox, in the way that you've got the tools and now you need to build more value. And it's more valuable because instead of using this as a degree, it's not worthlessness. Ask what high value skills can I stack on top? Interest, good. Turn that in. Is it risk? Is it opportunity? Let college actually help. Careers are little clearly share this. Someone choosing a major right now, it might save them years of debt and confusion.